Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to introduce you to our presentation titled Masonic Audiobook Library. On this first slide, you'll see the main focus of our talk: the secret schools and preservation of ancient occult knowledge, with a special emphasis on the mysticism of Masonry. Over the course of this presentation, we'll explore the hidden teachings, historical significance, and mystical traditions that have been preserved within Freemasonry. So, let's dive in and uncover the fascinating world of Masonic secrets together. Let's delve into the introduction to secret societies. These groups have played a significant role in shaping hidden knowledge throughout history. Moving on, we'll explore the roots of occult knowledge, which often trace back centuries and are intertwined with various mystical traditions. The Rosicrucian Mystery School is a fascinating example. It represents a secret society dedicated to esoteric wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. Then, we have the Mysticism of Masonry, which emphasizes symbolic rituals and teachings aimed at personal and spiritual growth. A key theme across these societies is the preservation of knowledge through secrecy. By hiding their truths, they protect and pass down their wisdom across generations. These secret groups have profoundly influenced Western esoteric traditions, shaping ideas about spirituality, philosophy, and the nature of reality. And importantly, the impact of this secret knowledge extends beyond just esoteric circles. It has influenced culture, art, and even societal structures over the centuries. Finally, we'll wrap up with a conclusion that ties all these points together and suggest some resources for further reading to deepen your understanding. Now, let's dive into the introduction to secret societies. Here, we'll explore how these groups have played a pivotal role in shaping occult knowledge throughout history. We'll look at their origins, their purpose, and how they've maintained their secrets over centuries. Moving on, we'll examine the historical roots of occult knowledge itself, how ancient civilizations and early mystical traditions laid the groundwork for what we see today. Next, we'll focus on the Rosicrucian Mystery School. This secret society emerged in the early 17th century and is often associated with mystical wisdom, alchemy, and spiritual enlightenment. It represents a fascinating blend of esoteric teachings that have influenced many later traditions. Then, we'll consider the mysticism of Masonry, how Freemasonry, with its symbolic rituals and allegories, has preserved and transmitted hidden knowledge across generations. We'll also discuss the importance of secrecy in preserving these teachings, ensuring that profound knowledge remains protected from misuse or misunderstanding. This secrecy has, in turn, influenced Western esotericism by creating a tradition of guarded wisdom passed down through clandestine channels. Finally, I'll highlight the impact of secret knowledge on culture, how these hidden teachings have shaped art, literature, and societal values over the centuries. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how the mysterious world of secret societies continues to influence our understanding of the mystical and the unseen. Let's start by exploring the definition and purpose of secret societies. These groups act as clandestine networks, meaning they operate in secrecy to share esoteric knowledge that is often hidden or specialized. Their main goals include fostering a sense of community and preserving ancient traditions that have been handed down through generations. Because of their secretive nature, they often operate behind a veil of secrecy to protect their teachings and the safety of their members. Now, moving on to the nature of secret societies. Historically, these groups emerged in various contexts, often as exclusive clubs or organizations that aim to preserve special knowledge. Many of these societies are linked to mysticism, philosophy, and social order, and they use rituals and allegiances to maintain their cohesion and secrecy. These rituals are not just ceremonial, they serve to deepen the bonds among members and reinforce their shared goals. Regarding their origins, secret societies often arose from a desire to safeguard ancient occult knowledge, wisdom that is considered hidden or arcane. Their purpose is not only to preserve this wisdom, but also to foster spiritual growth and personal transformation among members. They create a sense of community where members can explore and develop their understanding of deeper truths. Finally, the overarching goals of these secret schools are to protect and transmit valuable knowledge, promote spiritual evolution, and sometimes challenge external societal pressures. They serve as guardians of wisdom that might otherwise be lost, ensuring it continues to inspire and guide future generations. All of this ties back to our overall theme of exploring hidden knowledge and the enduring human quest for understanding the mysteries of life. Let's take a closer look at some of the key fraternities that have played a significant role in the history of esoteric societies. First, we have the Rosicrucians. They emerged in the 17th century as a mystical society, and their focus was on esoteric knowledge, personal transformation, and spiritual enlightenment. They used ancient wisdom and symbols to guide their practices, emphasizing inner development and mystical understanding. Next, we come to the Freemasons. This is one of the most well-known fraternal organizations, and they place a strong emphasis on moral integrity and esoteric rituals. Their goal is to preserve ancient knowledge and traditions, which they believe promote personal growth. They also focus heavily on community service, often operating in secret, which adds an element of mystery and tradition to their practices. Finally, there are other notable societies, like the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. These groups have profoundly influenced occult traditions across history. They have contributed to the pursuit of hidden knowledge and spiritual development, shaping many of the practices and beliefs we see in modern esoteric circles. All of these societies share a common thread: a deep interest in uncovering and preserving mystical and hidden knowledge, which ties back to the overall theme of exploring the roots and influence of secret societies in spiritual and esoteric traditions. Now, let's delve into the introduction to secret societies. These groups have played a crucial role in shaping the hidden aspects of history and knowledge. Moving on, we see the historical roots of occult knowledge, which trace back centuries and form the foundation for many secret traditions. One prominent example is the Rosicrucian Mystery School, believed to hold esoteric wisdom passed through secret teachings. Then there's the mysticism of Masonry, particularly in the form of Freemasonry, which combines symbolic rituals with spiritual insights. A key concept here is the preservation of knowledge through secrecy. These societies have often maintained their teachings in confidentiality to protect their wisdom from misuse or misunderstanding. This secrecy has significantly influenced Western esotericism, shaping how mystical and spiritual ideas have evolved over time. Lastly, the impact of secret knowledge extends beyond these groups, influencing broader culture, from literature and art to modern spiritual movements. So, in summary, secret societies have been vital custodians of mystical knowledge, impacting our cultural landscape in profound ways. Let's explore some of the key ancient civilizations that laid the foundation for esoteric traditions. First, we have Egyptian mysticism. This tradition, rooted in ancient beliefs, placed a strong emphasis on spiritual ascent and the pursuit of hidden knowledge. It deeply influenced later esoteric systems and the secret schools that aimed to preserve profound insights. Next, we look at Greek philosophical traditions. The Greeks didn't just develop rational thought, they also integrated mystical insights, creating a blend that became the groundwork for occult knowledge. These ideas significantly shaped secret schools and helped preserve ancient wisdom for future civilizations. Finally, we consider the influence of Eastern mysticism, particularly from Hinduism and Buddhism. These traditions introduced concepts of transcendence, duality, and cosmic unity, which had a profound impact on Western occult traditions and secret schools in ancient times. Connecting all these points, we see how diverse cultural ideas contributed to the rich tapestry of esoteric knowledge that continues to influence us today. As we move into the transition to secret societies, it's important to understand how the decline of classical knowledge was driven by a combination of political turmoil, religious suppression, and societal shifts. These upheavals created a vacuum, leading to the rise of secret societies as custodians of ancient, often esoteric, wisdom. During the Middle Ages, we see the emergence of mystical fraternities that took on the crucial role of preserving this knowledge. They did so through esoteric teachings, secret rituals, and holistic philosophies that often remained hidden from the mainstream. These groups essentially laid the groundwork for many later secret societies. At the same time, ancient texts, sometimes considered lost or forgotten, were carefully preserved by secret schools. They used methods like careful transcription, coded languages, and oral traditions to pass down their knowledge. This approach ensured that even amid societal upheaval, the core of esoteric wisdom remained intact across generations. So, in essence, this period marks a pivotal moment where the decline of classical knowledge gave rise to secret societies that became the guardians of mystical and occult traditions. This foundation is vital to understanding how esoteric wisdom persisted and evolved through the ages. Let's now explore the introduction to secret societies and their role in the history of occult knowledge. These groups have often operated in the shadows, preserving and passing down esoteric wisdom through the ages. We'll look at the roots of this knowledge, tracing back to influential organizations like the Rosicrucians and Freemasons. The Rosicrucian Mystery School, for example, was believed to hold profound mystical teachings that influenced later esoteric traditions. Masonry, with its rich symbolism and rituals, also played a significant part in the mystical landscape, emphasizing moral and spiritual development through secrecy. This emphasis on secrecy wasn't just about exclusivity. It served to preserve powerful knowledge that might have been dangerous or misunderstood if openly shared. These secret practices and teachings have deeply impacted Western esotericism, shaping philosophies, art, and cultural movements over centuries. The influence of secret knowledge extends beyond just spiritual circles. It has permeated broader culture, inspiring literature, architecture, and even modern conspiracy theories. In conclusion, understanding these secret societies helps us see how hidden knowledge has shaped our cultural and spiritual history, reminding us of the enduring human quest for mystical understanding. And for those interested in delving deeper, the next slide offers references and further reading to explore these fascinating topics more thoroughly. Let's explore the foundations of Rosicrucianism by looking at some key historical figures who played a crucial role in shaping its teachings. Christian Rosencreutz, Jacob Boehm, and Francis Bacon are among those who significantly influenced the development of this mystical tradition. They promoted the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment and esoteric wisdom, encouraging seekers to look beyond the surface and explore deeper truths. The Rosicrucian Mystery School emphasizes inner transformation, fostering a journey inward to discover universal brotherhood and mystical knowledge. This path involves understanding symbols, engaging in alchemical practices, and integrating spiritual insights into daily life. These elements are designed to guide initiates toward higher awareness and enlightenment. When we talk about its fundamental teachings, it's important to recognize how rich in symbolism and ritual Rosicrucianism is. They use alchemical motifs and sacred geometry to create a symbolic language that facilitates spiritual growth. These symbols and rituals serve as tools to help initiates transform internally and connect with universal truths. Overall, the core of Rosicrucianism is about interchange, understanding mystical symbols, and harnessing sacred practices to achieve spiritual enlightenment. These elements are interconnected, forming a cohesive path toward higher consciousness that aligns with the larger theme of spiritual awakening and esoteric wisdom. Now, let's explore the modern interpretations of Rosicrucian teachings. Today, these teachings focus heavily on personal spiritual growth and enlightenment. They're influencing many contemporary spiritual movements that often blend mysticism, esotericism, and holistic practices, reflecting how these ancient ideas continue to resonate in today's society. When we look at notable modern Rosicrucians like Max Heindel and Paul Foster Case, we see how they expanded upon the original teachings. They merged mystical concepts with modern spirituality, helping to revitalize interest in Rosicrucian philosophy and making it more accessible to a wider audience. However, it's important to recognize that modern interpretations sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Some people mistakenly see Rosicrucian principles as purely secretive or mystical practices, when in reality, the core focus is on spiritual growth and enlightenment. Clarifying this helps us better appreciate the true essence of these teachings and their relevance today. Let's explore the fascinating world of secret societies. Throughout history, these groups have been the keepers and transmitters of occult knowledge, often operating behind closed doors. One notable example is the Rosicrucian Mystery School, which emerged in the early 17th century and played a significant role in shaping esoteric thought. Then, we have the mysticism of Masonry, with its rich symbolism and rituals that have influenced Western spiritual traditions. A key reason these societies preserved knowledge was through secrecy, ensuring that their teachings remained protected from external influences and misunderstandings. This secrecy also helped maintain a sense of exclusivity and continuity across generations. Their influence extends deeply into Western esotericism, impacting philosophy, arts, and even modern spirituality. We see how secret knowledge, passed down through these societies, has left a lasting mark on culture, shaping ideas, symbols, and movements that continue today. Finally, as we conclude, it's clear that these secret societies have played a crucial role in the evolution of hidden knowledge and its cultural influence. For those interested, I'll point you toward some references and further reading to deepen your understanding of this intriguing subject. Let's take a closer look at some of the most recognizable Masonic symbols and what they represent. First, we have the square and compasses. These symbols are fundamental in Freemasonry because they embody moral and ethical conduct. The square teaches us about virtue, integrity, and living a righteous life, while the compasses remind us to practice self-control and moderation. Together, they guide Masons on their journey toward enlightenment, encouraging us to balance our passions with wisdom. Next, we have the all-seeing eye. This powerful symbol represents divine providence and enlightenment. It serves as a reminder that there is a higher knowledge overseeing our lives, and it calls us to be mindful of our spiritual responsibilities. The all-seeing eye encourages us to seek truth and wisdom, knowing that we are always under the watchful gaze of higher understanding. Finally, let's consider the Masonic apron. This symbol of innocence and purity signifies the pursuit of knowledge and spiritual growth. It represents the transition from a worldly, material existence to a higher, spiritual awareness. The apron is a reminder that our journey in Freemasonry is about becoming better, more enlightened individuals, continually striving for moral and spiritual improvement. All these symbols come together to reinforce the core themes of Freemasonry: moral integrity, spiritual enlightenment, and personal growth. They serve as visual reminders of the values we uphold and the higher purpose guiding us on our path. Let's explore the significance of Masonic rituals and their deeper meaning. Starting with initiation ceremonies, these are more than just formalities. They symbolize personal transformation. Through these rituals, candidates go through allegorical lessons that help them better understand themselves and the universe. It's about fostering a connection to ancient wisdom, guiding individuals on a journey of self-discovery. Moving on to the degrees, these serve as symbolic progressions. Each degree imparts essential teachings, deepening a member's understanding of morality, self-awareness, and the cosmos. They reinforce the core values of brotherhood and enlightenment that are central to Masonry. Finally, allegory plays a crucial role in Masonic tradition. It's a powerful teaching tool that conveys complex truths through symbolic stories. These allegories help us grasp moral lessons and deepen our understanding of the universe, making the teachings both meaningful and memorable. All these elements come together to highlight how Masonic rituals are designed to inspire growth, wisdom, and a lifelong pursuit of knowledge. Let's now turn to the introduction of secret societies. Throughout history, these groups have played a significant role in shaping occult knowledge, often operating behind closed doors to preserve and transmit their teachings. One of the earliest and most influential was the Rosicrucian Mystery School, which emerged in the early 17th century, blending alchemical and spiritual ideas into a secret tradition. Moving forward, we see the Mysticism of Masonry, with its rich symbolism and rituals that aim to deepen understanding of universal truths. A key point to remember is how these societies have maintained their knowledge through secrecy, ensuring that their teachings remain protected from external influences or misunderstandings. This preservation has significantly influenced Western esotericism, inspiring countless later movements and philosophies. Ultimately, the impact of secret knowledge extends beyond these groups, shaping Western culture, art, literature, and even modern spirituality. As we wrap up this section, it's clear that secret societies have served as custodians of profound knowledge, influencing broader cultural developments. And of course, for those interested in exploring further, references and recommended readings are included at the end of the presentation. Secrecy plays a crucial role in how knowledge is preserved throughout history. It creates a safe environment where individuals can share and protect esoteric knowledge without fear of external judgment or misunderstanding. This sense of confidentiality allows initiates to explore deeper truths that might otherwise be inaccessible. By fostering a secure space, secrecy has enabled ancient occult knowledge to survive through the ages. It protected practitioners from persecution and societal suppression, ensuring that teachings could continue despite opposition or fear of discovery. This safeguarding of knowledge was essential for the continuity of many traditions. Furthermore, secrecy in initiatory practices helps build trust within these communities. It ensures that only those who are truly worthy gain access to sacred knowledge, which in turn preserves the integrity of these traditions. This exclusivity has helped maintain the purity and authenticity of esoteric wisdom over generations. Ultimately, the transmission of knowledge through initiation relies heavily on secrecy. It acts as a gatekeeper, allowing sacred teachings to be passed down securely and responsibly, ensuring that these ancient wisdoms endure for future generations. Let's talk about some of the challenges faced in maintaining occult traditions today. First, modernization can pose significant risks. As mainstream ideologies become more dominant, they often overshadow the esoteric teachings that make these traditions unique. This can lead to a potential loss of specialized knowledge and practices that have been passed down for generations. Next, internal disputes and fragmentation within secret schools also present major hurdles. When different groups or factions interpret teachings differently or pursue competing agendas, it can hinder the preservation of the core knowledge. This fragmentation can cause a loss of cohesion, making it harder to maintain authentic practices over time. Finally, secrecy itself, while essential to these traditions, can sometimes obscure the true authenticity of teachings. This secrecy can lead to variations in how knowledge is transmitted, which challenges the integrity of the original, ancient wisdom. When teachings are passed through limited channels, there's always a risk of distortion or dilution. All of these factors highlight the delicate balance needed to preserve occult traditions in a rapidly changing world. Now, let's delve into the introduction to secret societies. These groups have played a crucial role in shaping esoteric traditions and hidden knowledge throughout history. Moving on, we see the historical roots of occult knowledge, which often trace back to ancient civilizations where mystical practices and secret teachings were preserved and passed down. One notable example is the Rosicrucian Mystery School, which emerged in the early 17th century, blending alchemy, mysticism, and spiritual philosophy. Its teachings aim to uncover hidden truths about the universe and human existence. Next, we explore the mysticism of Masonry. Freemasonry, in particular, is renowned for its allegorical rituals and symbolic teachings, emphasizing moral development and secret knowledge. These traditions have helped preserve esoteric wisdom across generations. The preservation of knowledge through secrecy has been a key strategy for these societies. By keeping their teachings hidden, they protected their insights from misuse and maintained their exclusivity. This approach has had a significant influence on Western esotericism, inspiring countless other mystical movements and philosophical schools. Finally, we consider the impact of secret knowledge on culture, how these hidden teachings have influenced art, literature, and even societal norms over centuries. To conclude, understanding these secret societies helps us appreciate their lasting legacy in our cultural and spiritual landscape. For those interested in exploring further, the references and suggested readings at the end of this presentation provide a wealth of additional information. Let's explore how different societies and mystical traditions have interconnected over time. First, we see the interactions between Rosicrucians and Freemasons. These groups exchanged a lot of esoteric knowledge, which led to a blending of their mystical traditions and rituals. This mutual exchange significantly influenced the development of Western esotericism as a whole. Next, we consider the alchemical tradition. Alchemy played a major role by merging mystical practices with early chemistry, symbolizing spiritual transformation and the pursuit of hidden knowledge. It wasn't just about turning metals into gold, but also about inner transformation and enlightenment. Finally, Hermeticism had a profound impact on Western esoteric thought. It combined ancient wisdom with spiritual practices, shaping many secret societies. Hermetic texts and teachings on alchemy, astrology, and magic helped preserve occult knowledge and guided the development of esoteric traditions over centuries. All these connections highlight how interconnected and layered the evolution of Western esoteric traditions truly is. Now, let's explore how modern movements are deeply influenced by ancient knowledge. First, we have the New Age movement. This movement draws heavily from ancient occult traditions, blending together various spiritual practices, holistic healing techniques, and esoteric teachings. The core emphasis here is on personal transformation and a sense of universal connectedness, which means recognizing how everything in the universe is interconnected. Moving on to contemporary esoteric schools, these also draw on ancient wisdom. They often incorporate mysticism, symbolism, and ritual practices designed to foster spiritual growth and community. What's fascinating is how they continue the legacy of secret teachings, passing down hidden knowledge that aims to deepen personal understanding and enlightenment. Finally, there's a renewed interest in alchemy. While many think of it as just the pursuit of turning base metals into gold, in these modern contexts, alchemy is really about spiritual transformation and the pursuit of inner knowledge. It's linking ancient practices to today's esoteric movements, emphasizing the journey toward personal enlightenment and higher consciousness. All these points show how ancient wisdom remains relevant, shaping modern spiritual movements and continuing a long legacy of seeking deeper truths. Now, let's explore the introduction to secret societies. Throughout history, these groups have played a crucial role in shaping mystical and esoteric traditions. We'll look at their origins and how they've preserved hidden knowledge. Moving on, the Rosicrucian Mystery School is a fascinating example, an organization shrouded in secrecy, believed to have passed down esoteric wisdom through centuries. Then, we have the Mysticism of Masonry, which has influenced Western thought profoundly. Masonry's rituals and symbols serve as a vessel for spiritual teachings hidden beneath their outward appearances. This leads us to the idea that secret societies have long preserved knowledge through secrecy itself, protecting and passing on esoteric truths that might otherwise be lost. Their influence extends deeply into Western esotericism, shaping philosophical ideas, mystical practices, and cultural developments. Finally, the impact of this secret knowledge on culture is significant. It has inspired art, literature, and even societal structures. As we conclude, we'll see how these hidden traditions continue to influence our modern world. And for those interested, references and further reading are provided to deepen your understanding of these intriguing topics. When we look at art and literature, we often find layers of secret knowledge embedded within them. A lot of times, artists use symbolism to hide deeper meanings, which not only enriches the artwork itself, but also fosters a richer cultural understanding. It's like engaging the viewer's subconscious, inviting them to interpret and connect on a more profound level. Symbolism in art isn't just decorative. It's a way to communicate complex ideas about mysticism, secrecy, and enlightenment. These themes have been influenced by secret knowledge, prompting allusions that add depth and intrigue to the narratives. This, in turn, inspires many writers and artists across generations, shaping the way stories are told and visualized. Furthermore, secret societies have played a significant role in shaping art and literature. Their preservation of ancient occult knowledge has sparked creativity and innovation, leading to unique artistic movements. These movements often challenge mainstream ideas, pushing boundaries and encouraging new ways of thinking about reality and spirituality. So, ultimately, secret knowledge and societies have deeply influenced creative expression. They provide a wellspring of inspiration that continues to shape and challenge our cultural narratives today. Let's explore the influence of Masons on politics and society. Historically, Masons have played a significant role through their secretive networks, which helped promote Enlightenment ideals and shape governance structures. Their involvement often fueled revolutionary movements that challenged authoritarian regimes, and their clandestine knowledge impacted societal norms and political ideologies in profound ways. Now, this secrecy has also given rise to various conspiracy theories. These theories often suggest that secret societies hold hidden power and influence over institutions, which can foster mistrust and suspicion among the public. The mystique surrounding these groups influences political agendas and social dynamics, sometimes leading to a perception of unseen control. Moving to today, modern-day fraternal organizations continue to shape culture. They preserve traditional rituals, promote community engagement, and influence values that ultimately impact political structures and societal norms. Throughout history and into the present, these organizations have played a complex role, both shaping societal change and fueling speculation, highlighting the enduring intersection between secret societies and the broader social and political landscape. Let's now turn our attention to the introduction of secret societies. Throughout history, these groups have played a crucial role in shaping occult knowledge and mystical traditions. We'll explore how their roots go deep into the past, often shrouded in mystery and symbolism. One notable example is the Rosicrucian Mystery School, which emerged in the early 17th century, blending alchemy, spirituality, and esoteric wisdom. We'll also discuss the mysticism of Masonry, which has preserved many of these secret teachings through intricate rituals and symbols. This secrecy wasn't just about concealment. It served to protect sacred knowledge and ensure its transmission across generations. These secret societies have had a profound influence on Western esotericism, inspiring countless spiritual and philosophical movements. Their impact extends beyond the spiritual realm, affecting culture, art, and even societal structures. In the end, understanding these secret knowledge traditions helps us see how they continue to influence modern thought and culture, often lurking beneath the surface of our everyday lives. Let's take a moment to consider the importance of preserving ancient knowledge. Throughout history, maintaining these traditions has shown us how resilience in the face of change is possible. It also highlights the vital role of cultural heritage in shaping who we are today. By understanding and keeping these ancient insights alive, we see how wisdom can be passed down across generations, continuously influencing modern thought. Now, moving to the relevance of mysticism today, preserving these ancient teachings isn't just about history. It actually fosters spiritual growth and encourages us to think critically about the world around us. The profound insights from mystical traditions continue to inspire and guide us, offering a deeper perspective that remains relevant even now. Looking ahead to the future of secret schools and occult knowledge, it becomes clear that safeguarding these ancient practices is crucial. They serve as a foundation for new seekers who want to explore and expand these traditions. Promoting and protecting mystical knowledge helps honor our collective heritage, ensuring that this wisdom remains a vital part of our ongoing journey. All of these points tie back to our overall theme, how ancient knowledge continues to shape and inspire our present and future. As we reach the final thoughts of our journey, I want to emphasize that the exploration of these secret schools is truly an ongoing adventure into ancient wisdom. It's about more than just uncovering hidden truths. It's about embracing the mysteries that help shape our understanding of the universe. This ongoing pursuit encourages us as seekers to stay curious and open-minded, always looking beyond the surface. Embracing inner wisdom is a key part of this process. It helps us grow personally and connects us more deeply to these ancient teachings. When we do that, we strengthen our understanding of the inner mysteries and contribute to preserving timeless knowledge for future generations. And it's important to recognize that the legacy of mystical teachings isn't just something from the past. It's a living, breathing influence that continues to shape modern practices and personal enlightenment. These teachings forge a profound link between ancient wisdom and today's societal evolution, inspiring us to keep exploring and learning. So, as we reflect on this journey, remember that this ongoing quest for knowledge is about more than discoveries. It's about transformation, connection, and the enduring power of mystical traditions to guide us in understanding ourselves and the universe around us. Now, we arrive at the conclusion of our journey through secret societies. This final section brings together the key themes we've explored. We'll reflect on how these hidden groups have shaped the course of history and culture. Remember, the influence of secret knowledge extends beyond their immediate circles, impacting art, philosophy, and even modern spirituality. As we close, I encourage you to consider how the pursuit and preservation of esoteric wisdom continue to influence our world today. And of course, for those interested in diving deeper, the references and further reading sections offer a wealth of information to explore. Let's take a look at some suggested books that can deepen our understanding of these mystical traditions. First, we have historical texts on Rosicrucianism. These works give us valuable insight into esoteric philosophies and rituals, helping us grasp the secretive nature of ancient occult knowledge that has influenced Masonry over the centuries. They serve as a solid foundation for understanding the mystical roots of these teachings. Next, we come to essential Masonic literature. Books like The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall and Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike are cornerstone texts. They offer in-depth explorations of Masonic philosophy, symbolism, and ancient wisdom, allowing us to see how these ideas are woven into the fabric of Freemasonry and its teachings. Finally, modern interpretations of occult knowledge are also important. These contemporary works explore how ancient wisdom is being integrated with current thought, making mysticism relevant today. They often focus on personal growth, spirituality, and the ongoing relevance of these mystical traditions in our modern world. Together, these texts help us connect the historical, philosophical, and contemporary perspectives, enriching our journey into esoteric knowledge and the spiritual mysteries that underpin Masonry. Let's take a look at some valuable online resources related to Masonry and the Rosicrucians. First, there are dedicated websites for both Masonic and Rosicrucian traditions. These sites offer a wealth of insights, including historical texts, ritual practices, and community resources that help preserve and promote ancient occult knowledge. They serve as a bridge to understanding the rich heritage of these traditions. Next, there's a growing array of online courses on mysticism. These courses delve into ancient occult knowledge and often provide deeper insights into secret schools and mystical practices within Masonry. They're a great way for individuals to explore these topics more thoroughly and pursue personal growth in a structured way. Finally, online forums are vital for discussion and study. They create spaces where enthusiasts and practitioners can engage, share resources, and debate scholarly ideas. These forums foster a sense of community and facilitate ongoing learning and exchange of knowledge. Together, these online resources make the mystical and esoteric knowledge of Masonry and Rosicrucianism more accessible than ever, connecting us with a wider community and supporting deeper exploration of these ancient traditions. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the Masonic audiobook library. As we reach the final slide, I want to take a moment to reflect on the significance of this project. The date, July 28, 2025, marks a milestone in preserving and sharing our knowledge and traditions. I truly appreciate your attention and interest throughout this presentation. Remember, gratitude is a powerful mindset. It's about recognizing and appreciating the moments, the lessons, and the connections we've built. So, as we close, I encourage you to carry that sense of gratitude into your daily life. Thank you once again for your time and engagement.